Hello, my lovely Virgos. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Excuse me, I got a little tongue-tied there. Spirit, please show me my Virgos. What messages do we have for Virgos for the 19th? Wow, we've got a new start is coming, okay? So it is a new moon. We do have a new moon coming up in like another week in our 7th house of relationships. So new start is coming. Let's go ahead and see what this has to say. Okay, bear with me. You guys can fast forward through this if you want to. Okay, new moon. It says, there is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed and you are on target to achieving your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way, be that on a new or better course or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. Attuning to the moon says, I'll see it when I believe it. And additional meanings for this card says a new start is on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. And forget about the past. Okay, we're in a new start. So at the bottom of the deck, it's working through your fears. This continues to come up for Virgos, is working through your fears. You've got a lot going on. I know financially, a lot of you got hit. Whether you got hit with bills, business has been slow, clients aren't coming in, it could be anything, surprise bills coming in, all right? I do think that you will be able to manifest whatever it is that you need in the meantime, but I think that you're going to have to get through your fear of not being able to make it. Spirit, please show me Virgo's finances booked. We've got paperwork, contracts, and learning as you go. And we've got anchor, money blocks, being stuck, financially sound. There it is. You've had some type of money blocks, but I feel like you're needing to get back, maybe go through some old paperwork, old invoices, maybe doing some cold calling, opening yourself up, especially if you're having any type of money blocks or feeling stuck. I feel like you're going to be able to anchor those if you can reach out and call. There you go. It says because of that, you have a nugget. So small increase, valuable information, and honest assessment. Bottom of the deck, it could spiral out of control. Climbing the ladder, an upward trend. So I feel like, if you're sitting at this place right here, it's like once you open that book, once you start doing different things, maybe things that you've learned in the past that you haven't put out there just yet, just know that there's a new start coming in your business, maybe a new start in the way that you are maneuvering your businesses or the way that you work. Maybe it's a new start in a new job. It could be any one of those things, or a new start, where you've decided you're going to, put down your anchor and you're going to stay a while. For those of you, whether that's a job, whether that's a relationship, you're like, you know what, I'm ready to be anchored down. And I know that it may be a small increase, which means like you're climbing up the ladder, but I feel like there it is, small nugget. And then you've got the ladder here. So climbing the ladder to success. Spirit, let's take a look at Virgos. Wow, I just saw the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck too. So, starting something new financially for a lot of you. There could be, people wanting to invest or you needing to invest in yourself as well. Oh, wow. And then I talk about investments and there's the Six of Pentacles, and still at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. So now we've got, that's confirmation. A lot of you Virgos are dealing with a lot of work stuff, okay? Spirit, please show me what messages do we have for the Virgos. Wow, yeah, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. It did show up in the reverse, so there's been some things that have been stuck. You're waiting on your your good karma, so to speak, come on in, and I think things have been a little bit delayed, and you're feeling a little bit like, left behind. Like, gosh, when is the universe going to give me my blessings? I feel you on that. There it is. We've got the 9 of Cups. That's your challenge. Your challenge is being emotionally content where you are now. There are things that are transforming. There are endings. Maybe you're ending some things in the way that you used to do your work. Spirit, please show me Virgos when it comes to, yeah, we've got the Ace of Wands. So that's a spark of a brand new idea. It did show up on its side. So it's almost like, you know, click it up a little bit. It's almost like, you know, I just see a Zippo, you know, and that's what I'm getting out of this. It's like flick that light on, and I feel like there's a glimmer of hope here as well. 2 of Wands is talking about looking out upon the horizon, trying to make a decision on where you want to go. I think for a lot of you, you need to go out on the World Wide Web, okay? You need to reach out to people who are at a distance from you. For some of you, you need to take a trip, okay? For others of you, maybe you are on a trip. Virgos, please show me what messages. There it is. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Slow and steady wins the race. I feel like, you know, maybe things have been just, you know, yeah, you've had to have a lot of patience, Virgo. There's Temperance, all right? This is about alchemy, though. This is about turning water into wine, and I do feel like that's exactly what you're doing, and I feel like whatever it is, there's a new start here for you. We do have the 7 of Wands. You've got a lot of things coming at you, but just know that you are protected, okay? You do have an angel here who is watching over you. This could be someone who has crossed over, or it could be your archangels. I think you already know that. We've got the Hanged Man in the reverse. There's a lot of pause on what you're doing. Some things are still in suspension. You're having to wait around. But there's a reason for that timing, Virgo, and it's so that you can come into this King of Pentacles. This is you, Virgo, showing up in your own reading. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, okay? Bottom, but because it is your reading, I'm going to say it's you. Here's the 6 of Cups. Here's where you're doing those cold calls. You're reaching out to people that you haven't heard from in a long time. Maybe people that live at a distance from you, okay? When it comes to business, it's like reaching out. I feel like you're going to meet up with a lot of people who are very loyal to you, you know, and they're loyal to your cause. So I do feel for a lot of you Virgos, you have a lot of people that are going to be here to help you out. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse? We've got the Devil, we've got the 4 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, you've been dealing with a lot of financial issues there, Virgo, and there has been a lot of fear, maybe even temptation, you know, or people wanting to reach out and tempt you to loan them some money, and it's saying, skirt, stop, hold on to your money, like the Queen of Pentacles here. So you got 2 cards here of like holding on to it, like, nope, I got to do what I got to do. You know, be careful not to spend too much, because the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune's Jupiter, and Jupiter is opposing you now, Virgo, in your 7th house of relationships. So make sure that you're not giving your money to your relationships. Make sure there's a equal give and take, okay, is what I want to say. 2 of Wands, what is it that they are looking at? Yeah, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. So a lot of swords here. You are all up in your head, you know, making conversation with people, you know, putting out the truth, I feel like, but there is some feeling of being stuck, okay? Stuck in your mind, you know, stuck in your fear. I think for a lot of you, it's like you want to go out and, you know, and talk and communicate, but yet it's like there's something here that is keeping you stuck. It's holding you back. So there are choices and decisions that need to come with this. I do feel like you end up with some sort of a truth, Virgo. We do have the book here. Maybe for some of you, you're writing a book. Maybe you need to go back to some type of an old practice, you know, something that you've already been working on, maybe since you were a kid, bringing something that in that, but it could also be working with children too, Virgo, okay? Working with kids. Maybe you are a teacher of some sort. I'm getting a yes on that. Okay. But I do feel like things are going to start moving. There's just a lot of energy here of just having to sit back and wait. I do feel like March is going to be very pivotal for you. I think that, and I think it's going to be for the collective, is we're going to have a lot of movement forward. So I do, and we also have Aries coming up. So it's like whatever you got to let go of it. A lot of emphasis in your relationship house now with Jupiter there, Neptune there. The sun is now also there, Virgo. So spiritual relationships, it could be, you know, teachings of some sort. Maybe you're going to take a class. Or, you know, like myself, I'm going to be teaching a class. So if you are interested, I am doing a KEIKI'S book of instructions. It's an introduction to parents, and even for you can use it for yourself. Or if you are a teacher, you know, the importance of understanding a child and your own natal chart. So I hope you'll join me there. It's called KEIKI'S Book of Instructions. It's $35. It's a 2-hour seminar. I'm doing it on Zoom unless you live on the Big Island. And you can come down to South Kona Booty, where I'm going to be collaborating with the Booty or the yoga studio down there. So I hope you can make it. If you need any information, reach out. Anyway, with that said, there is a lot of things that are talking about moving forward, but I do feel like you have also, because you just had that full moon in your 12th house, you are healing and letting go of a lot of childhood programming, okay? That 12th house full moon that we just went through was no joke. It brought up a lot of fear, you know, self-worth, you know, skeletons in the closet, kind of got you a little stuck and maybe a little riled up in the mind too. So getting enough rest, also dreams could be important, okay? But I do see an ending here. What is this ending, Spirit? 6 of Wands, the Magician, and the 8 of Cups. So there is something here about, you know, something that you've been manifesting. I feel like, say hi to Freya. Something here that you've been manifesting. I do feel like there's a victory. I feel like you're going to be coming into a new area, transforming when it comes to your community. I do believe that you are alchemizing something here, Virgo. And I feel like there is someone here that maybe walked away from you in the past, but I do feel like this person is wanting to make a return, okay? That could just be for a few of you, but I am seeing some type of a reconciliation here as well. For some of you, you're reconciling with, like I said, people from your community that maybe you haven't spoken to in a long time. Maybe you're reconciling with people that you haven't spoken to that live, you know, at a distance from you. And now you are, you know, calling them, texting them, emailing them, or you're getting together on social media, okay? Or you run into them in person. You know, slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, that's exactly it. You know, I'm looking at the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is, you know, going off on this journey towards success, and they've really thought a lot about it, but they're being very grounded. They're taking their sweet time. So I feel like something here is taking its sweet time, okay? And it's giving you enough time to rest and rejuvenate. You know, I think that you are very analytical at this time. I think that you are thinking a lot about your future and what decisions that you want to make about, what did I say earlier? Climbing up that ladder, okay, to success. This is about you being successful, Virgo. And like I said, there's definitely, you know, it's really funny because we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and it shows up in the reverse, but then we've got this spiral that says out of control. So I do feel, you know, it's trying to keep you from going, you know, spinning out of control is what I'm getting here. So 9 of Cups is your wishes being fulfilled. It's emotional fulfillment. It's, you know, and that is your challenge. Let's see why that's your challenge. Wow, Knight of Cups, 2 of Cups, and we've got the 4 of Wands. So, you know, you're just wanting to be stable in a relationship. I think for a lot of you, you are wanting, you know, marriage. And maybe for some of you, you are thinking about someone from the past. I think it was a missed opportunity. But I think that, you know, if you came in and talked to this person, if this is a relationship that you're wanting to rekindle, Virgo, I am definitely seeing that here, okay? This is also about celebrations, and I'm really feeling too that someone wants to help you come in and do something, okay? They want to come in and help you with something. And this could very well be a romantic partner, but I do feel like this is your challenge. For a lot of you, your challenge is having that stability in a happy, healthy, loving bond, a partnership, whether that is a business partnership, romantic, or even with your family. You know, I think that, you know, you're coming in with a lot of love there, Virgo, you know, but I think that you want to take things slow because, you know, the Knight of Cups is cute and all, but it's the Knight of Wands who actually gets anything done because, again, he's very grounded, he's very practical, he's putting one foot in front of the other, you know, and again, he's thought about it and he wants long-term and everlasting. So 7 of Wands, I feel like with the 7 of Wands here, like I said, you've got a lot of things that are coming at you, but you know, one thing at a time. I feel like you're going to have communications with people, places, and situations that, you know, you need to, you know, if you need to call and, you know, put something aside for a minute until you can come back to it. If you can do that, I definitely do feel like that is something that can be communicated, and just you're in your zen at this point. You are protected. I do feel like in your hopes and fears, it's like you're needing to see things from a different perspective. And I think that you're fearing being in this limbo that you're in because you're in between a lot of different things. But financially, at the end of the day, with the King of Pentacles, you're a rock star, Virgo. Like you're going to have the finances that you need. You're going to be sitting pretty. I think that what you're being, you know, taken into right now is a new dynamic when it comes to your finances. So I feel like, you know, and it's by picking up things that you've done from the past, things that are emotionally, you're emotionally invested in, okay? Maybe something that just didn't get off the ground in the past. I think that something was stalled out, but I feel like it was for your own good. I don't know why, but Spirit is telling me to read the King of Pentacles, so I'm going to do that. So the King of Pentacles is overflowing material abundance, patience and determination, a confident and warm leader, providing for others, comfort and security, personal growth, goals reached, prosperity, and success. So, I mean, there you have it. You know, there's a new start coming when it comes to your business, when it comes to getting a new job. I do feel like there's a possibility for a great business venture where you are coming in. It's almost like for a lot of you Virgos, you're so used to doing everything on your own that I almost feel like your challenge is, if you want this to get off the ground, it's time for you to delegate. It's time for you to allow other people to do their job, okay? You don't have to do it all. You can, you're very good at it, but you don't have to do it all right? So I feel like, you know, think about that. Learn how to delegate, you know, let other people help you. Let's just see if this is a relationship. So for a few of you, it is. This turned into both, really. It's just kind of a story. I want to see something real quick. 6 of Cups. Yeah, 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Page of Wands. So for a lot of you, this could have something to do with your family. There is something ending here, Virgo, when it comes to one dynamic. But I feel like, you know, something new is also opening up. I do feel, like I said, there are people here who are very loyal to you. I feel like this is fortune after difficulty, all right, too. Somebody is wanting to come back in. I feel like they want a second chance with you. If they walked away from you in the past, Virgo, I feel like somebody is wanting to come back in and speak with you. I feel like they've thought a lot about it, and I think that they had to overcome a lot of pain. And I feel like this is almost like fortune after difficulty, because there's a lot of difficulty here. And because of that, they're coming in with a newfound excitement and zest and joy for life. That's what I'm hearing. Zest and joy for life. And they see that with you. And maybe in the past, they couldn't see that with you, because I feel like maybe they were going through a lot of childhood trauma. Okay. And like I said, you know, a lot of us are going through healing wounds from the past, you know, and the things that we've been through. And especially if this person has children, you know, because I am seeing the child here, and then I'm also seeing the children here. They could have children, and I'm also seeing with the page here another child. So they very well could have children. And if there's children involved, they were afraid of this, you know, relationships, you know, getting out of control. And, you know, so they put a halt to it. But I do feel like they are looking out at you. They want to see what you're doing, Virgo. And I feel like they see you as somebody who's very grounded, somebody who's very loyal. And I feel like they want a new start with you, but they have to overcome their fears of being able to come into this relationship. I really like this energy. You know, and if this is the relationship, you know, that you just couldn't get it off the ground. Yeah, like I said, let go of control issues. This situation is calling for you to, or allow the situation to unfold naturally. I do feel like someone here was trying to control this relationship in the past, just like I said, and that's confirmation, okay? And so that got a little out of control. So yes, you ended up having to free yourself, and they ended up having to free themselves from whatever mental blockages that were in the way, fears, doubts, worries, and I think that they needed to come to some form of clarity in order to be able to come into this. So that's why it's almost like you're feeling like your wishes haven't come true, like you're feeling like, you know, your destiny, you know, your new starting point hasn't gotten off the ground in this relationship, and it's because you needed to free yourself as well as them. And that's a wild card for everybody, whether it's freeing yourself from an old relationship, maybe freeing yourself from an ex that you just they kept having feelings for, but they had to keep going back and testing the waters just to make sure that this really wasn't the one, because maybe, you know, a lot of the times with what I've seen with my Virgos is, you know, the person isn't willing to stand up and be what is needed of them because they're still trying to overcome a lot of the shit that they've been through in their past. Spirit, please show me the Virgo and for future love for Virgo, future for their love life. There it is. New love, Virgo. Look at this. A new person has stirred your romantic interest. And I told you, this person is wanting to come in and have a conversation with you. They want to have this heart-to-heart conversation. If this is already somebody that you know, okay? If this is somebody that you don't know, I feel like it's some type of maybe even a secret admirer. They've been watching you. You know, maybe they're, you know, checking out your social media. They're checking out, you know, and they're really wanting to talk to you, but they're afraid. And so they need to free themselves from being so fearful that they end up keeping themselves disconnected from this relationship. So whether this is, you know, someone that you've already met or somebody that is admiring you, I feel like this person is definitely working on getting up their strength, and they're trying to be very grounded. If this is a love reading, this is exactly who I want to see in a love reading. It goes from the Knight of Pentacles coming in soft and slow, and here he is very grounded, very loyal, a giver. He's going to share, you know, if he has his finances, he wants to share with you, Virgo, or maybe this is you, you know, wanting to share with someone else and give of your time, your energy, and your effort. The thing with Virgos, though, is they want somebody who's going to last the long haul. They're not just the fly by the seat of your pants kind of, you know, guy or gal. You know, they want something, somebody who's going to communicate with them. And I think that the two of you guys, you know, if you do know this person, maybe this person, you know, didn't allow you to speak up and speak what you needed to speak. And because of that, you ended up just walking away from this individual. And now this party is wanting to come back, and they're wanting to start a new relationship with you. You know, and I think that they've realized, and you both had to sacrifice a lot. And I think that, and you had to have a lot of patience. So maybe you haven't seen or heard from this person in a while. But I do feel like with all these retrogrades that have happened in your 5th house of true love and romance, and now you have all this energy in your 7th house of relationships, I feel like it's finally awakening these individuals into, you know, coming back around and realizing what they really do want and what they value the most, too. And that goes for you, too, you know. Knowing your value, knowing your worth, and not settling for anything less. In fact, if anything, you're adding tax and shipping and handling, right? So, wow, this is really awesome. You're going to have to work through your fears, you know, because all it's going to do is bring in more fear. And we don't want that energy with this new start, with this new moon that's coming up. Okay. And we do have a new moon coming up around the 1st of March. So I think it's the first week in March. I'll have to look it up, but Virgo, with that said, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in that personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Please don't forget I am running that KEIKI'S book of instructions on Zoom. So you can buy it. It's $35, and it's going to be a very educational, informational, fun little seminar that I'm putting on. So I hope to see you guys there. Anyway, chat soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.